in today's episode, like how we do every single month, where we track the mutual fund holdings. So, for this episode, we are going to look at what are the top companies that Quant Small Cap has basically bought. Right. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's quickly get into the video and understand a little bit more. Now, as you know, I make this mutual fund tracker sheet that is usually shared with the community members of the YouTube community. So, if you haven't joined it, please do go join it, because you will get all of this along with the detailed reasoning of what has happened and why they have actually increased, right? So let's look at it very quickly on the companies that they've added new in this quarter, or actually in this month, not even the quarter. So the first company, as you can see, is Aditya Birla Lifestyle Brands. Now, this is basically a demerger that happened from Aditya Birla Fashion Retail. So they had a demerger and they've been allotted the shares, but I don't think the listing has happened for this yet. But they have been allotted a good amount of shares only because they had a good amount of holding in this company by themselves also, right? So that is why they got the demerged entity, got the shares as well. So that is the first company. So let's go into the next one, which is Aarti Industries. Now, Aarti Industries, they've again added a good position over here. So mainly one of the reasons might be bottom fishing, because there is a nice revival happening in the whole chemical space, and Aarti Industries looks poised in that gap as well. And if I have to show you the technical analysis of Aarti Industries, you will see here that Aarti Industries currently is in a proper downward spiral, as you can see from this point, and their resistance was actually 327. Right now, they're doing a small pullback, and they have gone away from a technical standpoint only, right? They have gone away from their negative trend, so now they are going back into a positive zone, but we don't know how fast this will go. But yes, looking at the reversal that is actually taking place in the market, this makes somewhat slight sense. Now, please understand, Quant Small Cap, the way they invest, the fund style is very different, right? The way they invest is actually very aggressively when it comes to investing in momentum based portfolios, right? So they are a momentum player, and that is something that we are looking at it right now as well. So this might be a pure momentum play that is also happening with respect to Aarti Industries, right? Now, if we look at Aarti Industries from a fundamental standpoint, we will see that they're currently trading at 52 P, 17,000 crore market cap. Industry is at 48, so they are not very overvalued. Revenue ratios, if we see yearly, is pretty much stagnant in the last few years. Same with the profit, mainly because the entire sector is actually going through a small struggle right now, right? So that is why you will see that is going on. But the one thing that I've seen very constant with everyone in the sector, all the players in the sector, is they have done very good amount of capex, right? Capex means capital expenditure. So if you see their long term investments, you see their plant and machinery, almost every single person has increased their plant and machinery, and we can see it here as well. As you can see here, the plant and machinery has gone up from 4,800 to almost 6,600. So they have been increasing their capex, and this is something that is very common that we are seeing across all the portfolios. Right now, before we forget, we are also a part of the Grow Network, and I'm very happy to be a part of Grow Network because they actually help us grow our team, grow our research, and grow our capabilities, so that I can come and give you so many amazing videos as soon as possible. Right. So if you want to enhance your investing journey, you can definitely go check out Grow, because they have a lot of different features that you can use to enhance your journey as well. Right now, coming back, the next company that they have also invested is KPR Mill. Now, if you see, very interestingly, whether it's KPR, Wellspin, whether it's Aditya Birla Lifestyle, they have started investing in a lot of textile companies, and this is mainly because of the US FTA agreement that has recently taken place. Now, if you look at KPR Mill, let's look at it from a technical standpoint first. KPR Mill is usually a compounder. It has been compounding for a very long period of time as well, and this is something that has been in the news also for a very long period of time, right? So if you look at it from a fundamental standpoint, it is 47 P, 38,000 crore market cap company, right? If you look at the yearly revenues, have been growing stagnant here. Yearly profits have been growing stagnant last 3 months, and they are in the textile space, pure play textile space. But they're one of the best players also that is there in the textile space. That is why it is again doing really well. And you can see here, arguably the most diversified textile company across different value chains. And if the UK FTA agreement goes through, they will definitely benefit from this. So as I said, this is a very, very, very important sheet that is created every single month by my team, and we give it to our community members so that they can understand what is happening with each and every company. Now, they have also added PG Electroplast. This is a company that we have also in our stars portfolio, mainly because of the strong results, good sector, and strong guidance that has also been given. But only problem with PGEL is in the last few days they have been going down. As you can see here, the momentum has kind of taken a hit, and Quant, being a pure play momentum player, seems like there is some news that might come very soon that will propel this stock upwards. I don't know because I don't have any kind of information as such. But usually when quant buys, after a few days, you always see a good news coming across, right? Wellspun Living, again, I think similar UK FTA. So as you can see, they're playing a very heavy UK FTA game, right? So that is something that is very interesting to look at. And this is again going to be good results, good margins. Everything's going to come back into this. Now we have Newgen Software. Now Newgen Software is again has been in the news for a very long period of time. A lot of people have been talking about it. They had a few bad years. Let me show you the technical analysis first. As you can see here, Newgen went up, right, and recently had a very bad fall since Jan, and after Jan, it is now trying to recover. And in fact, all IT companies have now started doing a good job. All IT companies have started doing a slow recovery as well. So that is something that definitely adds to the momentum, right? And if you look at the IT index, you will see that IT index has a lot to go up, right? And the risk reward ratio with IT index is very attractive. From a revenue perspective, completely fine. Profit and revenue perspective, completely fine. And they are basically into proper technological advancements, right? So this is what the promoter holding is 53, 19 is FII, 17 is this. Let's check how it changed. Yeah, DIs have increased a little bit, retail and others. Mutual funds have gone to 3%, 3.1, pretty much similar on that front, right? So this is again looking very interesting from a pick. Again, the momentum is not there, even though they usually try to take momentum companies, it is not there. But they did a record FY22 revenue, and they're also going to get a lot of demand from the BFSI space. So that is something we need to look at. Now let's quickly go through other companies. Now Chambal Fertilizers is something that they've added. This actually, I think, backfired a bit. Again, because if you really look at the technical analysis of Chambal did go up quite aggressively, as you can see, but then after that has taken a massive fall, a massive fall. And it is actually at its 200-day moving average, right? If I just check. So yeah, see, I told you it is actually a 200-day moving average because I was doing momentum on this as well. It was going really well, and then it took a rejection here, and now it's come back down. But now I think it is going to go back again. But if they have invested some time ago, which is in the month of May, then they would definitely be in a bad position right now, because from May it has actually dropped almost 15%, right? ITC is something that they have taken, again an FMCG play. Lakshmi Dental. Okay, now this again, a lot of DIIs are taking Lakshmi Dental. Now this is something I really need to understand why a lot of companies are taking this. It is a recent IPO company, as you can see. It came in the month of Feb, right? And now it is actually going down. It has not even created the IPO base, which is usually what people call that. Once you create an IPO base and then it starts going back up, and then we start investing in the company only once it breaks out the IPO base. But I have noticed that there is a lot of interest in Lakshmi Dental. As you can see, market cap is only 2,000 crores. So it's a very small company. Revenue has been growing, right? Profit is quite unstable, honestly. Oh, this is quarterly. Yearly, if you see, it is again little okay. Can't understand much. They have a very huge FII and DII holding. So again, a lot of people are there. So this is something I need to do my own reading a little bit more about this company and understand what is happening, because this is taking care of the rising demand for cosmetic and restorative dentistry in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So they are attracting people at the tier 2 and tier 3 level, and this is something that's happening a lot. Apart from this, let's look at some very quick companies that they have increased their position in. One is NBCC. Now, NBCC definitely doing well, only because if you look at NBCC as a chart perspective, they have been nicely trending in the last few months. Right, from May they have only gone up. Very beautiful. So actually, they picked up in May somewhere around this area. Around the first week of May is when they picked up, and then you can see that it's gone up only from there. And NBCC again, infrastructure space doing well. They've increased their position a little bit. Stanley Lifestyle, they've also increased a position because this is in the furniture space. So they've increased their leather furniture. SMS Pharma, small cap company, again increased stake. Alluvius Life Science increased stake. Bata, they've started accumulating slowly. Geo Financial Services, they have added more. Now, this is something that if you see recently, Geo Financial Services came out with their website, and their board of directors was just insane. They have KV Kamath, who headed the ICICI entire stack. So, and they have a lot of ex-ICICI team there. So, again, it's going to be very interesting to look at how Geo Financial works. I have also I have also invested in this. Stake means with the amount. Uh, but I have also invested in this. So again, very interesting to look at. But if I see here, they have a lot of pharma companies. Okay, they have a lot of textile companies, and they have some off plays as well. NCC, they've again increased, which is again in the construction space. Polymedicure, I would say it's very overvalued, but they've increased. Let's see what they have decreased. And they've not touched all of these companies. Let's see what they've completely got out. They've out of Borosil Renewables, right? Limited growth, no sector enhancements. Imami, they were actually buying a lot of Imami, and they've recently exited Imami as well. MOIL, they've completely exited. All the Sandur Magnets, they've exited. Shipping Corporation of India also, they have completely exited. Welspun, they've exited. Aadhar Housing, they have reduced a lot. Okay. HP Adhesives, they have reduced. And Delivery, they have reduced a little bit. Why? Because if you look at Delivery, again, from a very technical angle, they also did a very nice rally. As you can see in the month of May, boom, they've actually gone up and they've reduced their stake here. And it has also broken the 200-day moving average. So actually, Delivery is doing well. And that is why you see that they have not decreased a lot. They've only decreased a small amount. I think this is a very good chance for them to like just profit book a little bit. But again, they have quite an interesting array of picks. Again, I would not say these are, it's very, very different type of picks, but they have a very good mix of mid cap and small cap, very less large cap if you actually think about it. And I'm sure the risk of this portfolio also would be slightly higher, right? If you want me to check, I can just check right now. Quant Small Cap. There is a very nice website that actually shows the risk of the portfolio as well. So if I go here and click on risk, it'll show me on this actually. Let me do the portfolio level. Yeah. So as I said, you can see here approximately 43% is mid cap. Okay. 31% is small cap. So mid and small itself goes up to 70%, and 23% is giant cap. So average market cap is 33,000, which is mainly in the mid cap, small cap space. And obviously, this is a small cap fund, so it has to be in that space. But again, I'm saying that I think the risk appetite is slightly higher here, if you really ask me, because even the small cap companies are not maybe not very very well versed with the entire industry, and they can fluctuate quite aggressively. But again, we need to really see what is happening with this and how they have increased their portfolio in some new companies, right? The portfolio P ratio seems fine, which is 23. That means they have a good mix as well. And the top 10 stocks hold 36%. Total number of stocks 96. So again, very interesting. Only time will tell how this is doing. They're trying to do a recovery. Quant was doing very well in the past, and then they stopped doing very well, and now they're doing a slight bit of recovery, right? So guys, please understand again, this is not my stocks. This is not my picks. This is Quant Small Caps picks, and we're analyzing this. In the next two videos, I will also do Motilal Mid Cap and Parag Parekh very quickly. I think I'll bunch it into one, Motilal and Parag Parekh, because Parag doesn't do a lot of stuff like this. But I think day after tomorrow, I'll launch another video for you guys as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys like this. And if you have any doubts, any questions, put it in the comment section below. And if you want to get this Excel sheet, I put it in the community every single month. So you're going to get it over there. Okay. Awesome. This is me, Shashank Udupa, signing off, guys. Take care. See you guys. Bye bye.